I'm in Bangkok now. This trip I'm traveling quite light. I'm only bringing the Hasselblad 907 and the 38mm lens, which I bought in Shenzhen earlier this month. Right? Let me get out of the airport, and when I head into the city center, I will let you have an idea of where we're going to do some shooting around here in Bangkok, and I'll see you later. So if you're stuck with a bunch of coins in Bangkok and you don't know how to use them up, actually there's a trick. You can go to the food court, which is called Magic Point, I think, at the basement of the terminal when you arrive in Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi airport. Go to Magic Food Point rather and exchange all your coins for credit into this card. It doesn't matter if you cannot use everything up, you just go and buy something, they will scan this card, the QR at the back, and that's the credit system you use to pay. So whatever you have remaining that is not used, at the end of it, you just go back to the counter and exchange it back for cash, and they are not likely to return it to you in coins. I hope you found that useful. So in general, Siam Paragon is a rather upscale mall. It is not the newest mall around anymore. It's been around for quite a while, maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 years. So you see all the high street brands are here. And there's little wonder why Hasselblad is here as well. So, well, let's go up to Hasselblad and take a look there. Alright, so for Bangkok, they follow this strange naming as well. So you may not be familiar with how they do this, but this is the third floor. And this is where DJI store is, where the Hasselblad store is. So if you see this store here, just keep heading. And we headed up from Sea Life, the aquarium. So right up the steps, you see a iStudio. They sell a lot of Apple products. You see a Mi stores. This is the Xiaomi store. And next up, you will see the DJI store. So this is the DJI store that sells Hasselblad as well. I've actually never visited this store, so maybe just go in and take a look. Oh, you see, they have something, the 907X and CFD 100C on display. Let's take a look. So the prices here are in Thai baht. So you'll notice that the pricing may not be the most effective. So that's the 25mm D. 38, oh, that's the one I just got. My best looking favorite camera of all time. Some of the older lenses are here, and this is the older X1D Mark II body. Okay. Oh, where is the 200,000 here?
Yes.
And you will get how much again? This is the refund.
Yeah, this one the claim tax refund Thai baht.
Oh, okay. So 27, you'll get back 1,000 plus.
Yes. 1,500 baht.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No,
1,300.
1,300.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yes.
See, I'm not sure whether you got the prices or whether I captured the prices okay. They said it was okay to film, but I still felt a little bit uncomfortable. So the problem is that her prices aren't that great, right? For example, 150,000 baht for the lenses, the B lenses. It's just a little bit more than what I would normally pay for. And well, it's slightly cheaper than in Singapore, just slightly. but definitely not as close to the Hong Kong or the China prices. As for the hand grip, well, it's okay. It's at 27,400 baht. And if I were to use that price in Singapore, it converts to just over $1,000. So it's not that bad. But the problem with that is that I don't really want to buy it for a small difference in the price. Not here. I may just buy it in Singapore. I don't know. And anyway, the hand unit, the hand grip for the 907X is already a little bit old. They were using it for the 50C, and now the 100C has been out for a while, and they're still using the same hand grip. So that's not something I'm keen to buy. Anyway, this is all we have to cover for the Hasselblad store in Bangkok, and I'll see you again soon. So we're gonna head out from here, and let's get down to street level, because you know there are plenty of photo ops within Bangkok itself. The roads are a little bit colorful because they have tuk-tuk, they have taxis of different colors, pink color taxi for example. But the tuk-tuks and the motorbike, they will probably light up the street and provide for some very interesting colors. So let's head out and take a look. There you go. Yep. So these are the tuk-tuks. Getting a little bit noisy here. It is like lawless lightings. Okay. Let's head to a vantage point where you can get close to the road without getting hit by cars. Okay, how about here? Right, this under the bridge looks good, and you might be able to get some very decent shots like these going past. Let's whip out the camera and you'll be able to get some shots about the bus is simply way too slow. So we wait for tuk-tuk. Yep. Those are the LPG, liquefied petroleum gas or natural gas, where the tuk-tuks are using, which the tuk-tuk is using, and it causes a lot of noises, like they turbocharged it to Kingdom Come. Okay, so there are some pretty interesting photo ops, and maybe you just like point and get ready. The lighting is actually pretty amazing, being reflected by the roads. So the roads look like they are reflective. Let's see if we can catch some interesting shots. As long as there are no cars blocking our way, we should be quite good. It's getting a bit noisy. Maybe I'll just show you some of the photos that I'm taking from here. So this is the 1st of May now, and in general, this is not a great time to be traveling around Southeast Asia, because most of the countries, the weather is going to be a little bit hot, and in some cases, it's going to probably look quite cloudy like this. So there's quite a thick cloud cover, something you can't see, but just the sky is just overcast, right? So you're going to have even lighting, but not the most dynamic scenes. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be setting up from my hotel, and I'll be walking about 3.5 kilometers, about just over 2 miles, to a restaurant. It's called No Name Noodle Bar. They are only open for lunch, and they seat like 7 people or I don't know, 10 people at once. It's gaining a lot of popularity, so I'm just going to try it out. Not sure if it's going to replace Ton Chin as my go-to noodle bar, but you know, we'll take a walk, we'll hike, and so we'll take a trek to the place and see if we have any photo opportunities along the way. Oh, Bangkok in the daytime is draped and grey, not the most exciting. So let's see what we can get, and let's head off now. Well, earlier I mentioned that there isn't a lot of sun because of the cloud cover, but as you can see, it is casting shadows. So it is not exactly going to be the light walk that I'm envisioning it to be. I'm in pretty light attire, just t-shirt and shorts. I will make the tree kilometers walk. It's not a far walk. It's just that the sun, my god, the heat in Bangkok, this is terrible. But let's press on and I'll see you in a bit. So we are at this junction here, and that's the Thai-Belgium bridge. So in the background there, you'll see this is One Bangkok. One Bangkok is one of the newest malls in Bangkok, and it's huge, it's gigantic. I think there are like 3-4 towers maybe, and the food options there, food is everything that you want to find is inside that building. So for those of you who know, I like Tonchin, and it is also available inside. Okay, the roads are now blinking green, and so we can walk. Let's go. So we cross a particularly huge junction. That is the first segment that we cross, and traffic is coming from all over the place. I don't know which direction, but basically just heed the lights and you should be fine. Now there's an MRT station there, but we're not going to go there. I could actually cross the road here, but I wanted to get on the overhead bridge there to see if we can capture any shots. So I'll see you on the overhead bridge. So in general, in Bangkok itself, you don't see the pavement being very well paved. There are cracks and the tiles are broken all over the place. It's not completely smooth. So if you are wheeling a luggage around, then that's going to be quite problematic. So like I do, I have a backpack and my hands are free. So that's the best way to get around Bangkok, because, I mean, seriously, the pavements aren't proper for roller luggages. It's probably a very fleeting moment. So there's a Grab driver in green uniform, and there's a Mitsubishi motor here where they have those red and, you know, you can catch a glimpse of it from yellow. So it may make for an interesting photo. Let's see if we can catch that fast enough before the Grab driver leaves. So earlier I mentioned I wanted to cross the overhead bridge to snap some pictures, but the bridges were clustered with billboards. But this looks like a very clear bridge. Doesn't look like there are any billboards, so you will probably get a very clear view of the roads there. You want to capture any vehicles? Let's see what we can get up there. Understand that we will go for food, especially Singaporeans, and when in a place like Bangkok, well, food is all over the place, all over the place. We are at about 3 kilometers mark already. We have done 3 kilometers, just another 400 meters to go. We are on the right road, and we'll be reaching soon. And let's see if the noodles, the no-name noodles, is what is cracked out to me. Okay, so this looks like where it's supposed to be. Like, this is the building, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's go in and take a look. This looks like an S&P restaurant. But I do see something pretty quaint. That's here. So this is the shop. Looks like a nice... that's it. I see them. Alright, so this is the noodle bar. We are now here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up shop here and maybe take some photos from the outside. It does look quite quaint, doesn't it? Let's see. Quite amazingly, the airport today, 1st of May, is a public holiday in a lot of places around the world, especially in Southeast Asia. In Bangkok it is, in Singapore it is also Labor Day, and you're going to get one extra day tomorrow because of the polling day, right? One more day before the polling day. So it's a long weekend for those people who don't have to vote, don't have to go to the election counters to cast their vote. Then they have a 4-day long weekend, which I guess a lot of them will be coming to Bangkok. Okay, so let me head back today and have the long weekend to myself to have a good break.